All right, so I think we need to start having a serious conversation about Cincinnati Bengals second-year running back Chase Brown. This is the Fantasy Sports Boss. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Talking about Chase Brown, you know, when NFL training camps open, you always get those reports about, oh, this so-and-so player is in the best shape of his life. They're going to get this player more involved in the offense. There's always a lot of chatter, a lot of bluster that you can kind of ignore and just, put it to the side because it's just usually coach speak. But sometimes you do get a situation, particularly with a young player, second or third, first, second, third year player, when the coach really makes it a point to talk up this particular player. We really like him. We're going to incorporate him. Nothing but, rave marks about what he's done so far in training camp. And that is what is going on right now with Chase Brown in Cincinnati. All right. So, obviously, Joe Mixon no longer in town. He's a longtime veteran back for the Bengals. He's now with the Texans. They traded him. They did sign Zach Moss, who had a nice season spelling Jonathan Taylor with the Indianapolis Colts last season. He was actually fantasy worthy midway through the year before Taylor returned. But Chase Brown, after a very workhorse, impressive career with Illinois, where he touched the ball a million times, both running and catching it. Last season as a rookie, 4.1 per carry, only 179 yards rushing, 14 receptions. So he didn't do much. But anybody who watched him last season could see the explosiveness. He's got a quick first step, can catch the ball. He caught a lot of balls in college. He 328 carries as a senior a couple of years ago. So, the guy can carry the ball a high amount of times. He's 24 years old. He's an older young player, if you will. But Moss is the only thing standing in his way. And again, Zach Moss is a fine player. But a lot of times in fantasy, you'll see a veteran, particularly at the running back position, an older veteran. And Moss is not old, but he's certainly older than Chase Brown. That's good, solid player, but is no one's definition of a star. And then you have a young upside guy like Chase Brown is, who can catch and run the football, that's knocking on a door. And this, to me, seems like the perfect recipe of Moss beginning the season as a starter, and then either gets hurt or he doesn't play as well. Chase Brown gets a hold of the job and doesn't give it back and finishes as a top 12, top 15 PPR back. And we look back and say, oh my God, did we see this coming? Well, yes, I'm saying we might be seeing this coming. Let's start getting shares of Chase Brown. I think this is going to be the start of something really significant this season. I just have a feeling that it's all going to come together for him. He's going to be a very interesting fantasy player this season. Let me know what you think. Post in the comments below, and more videos on its way soon, so stay tuned.